This is Smallzy Surgery.
Hi, this is Calum Scott.
I'll come back to you.
In Smallzy Surgery.
It's been too long.
Right here on Nova.
Just like my favorite song going round my...
Live in the studio tonight. Oh, he's the first, live in the studio guest of 2025.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cherry Pops, Calum.
There we go. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. We were just talking about our Christmas holidays.
We was.
And I just said that I ate... I swear about 5 kilos
Just
worth of
your
cheese.
body weight in cheese.
It was fantastic.
I love a cheese board.
Yeah, what's your favourite item?
I like a cheddar.
Okay.
I like a
little
cheddar.
Little bland.
It's
little
a bit
boring.
bland.
Little boring.
But then I like a blue cheese as well.
Oh, that's stinky.
So I'm like between basic and
just wild.
over the top.
Yeah. No, I think blue cheese ruins a cheese board personally.
Oh no.
It's a little stinky and it's just a bit bitter. Do you like some people? How do you feel when it comes to cheese board? Like the extra little decor, like little tidbits, because obviously you can do your biscuits and your crackers and stuff like that.
Right.
Are you keen on fruit on the cheese board, like strawberries, blueberries?
I don't mind a grape.
Okay.
I don't mind a grape.
What about chocolate-covered peanuts and chocolate-covered sultanas? Because sign me up for that.
On a cheese board?
Yes.
I don't
Absolutely.
know. I don't know about that.
Really?
That's a bit rogue.
Okay.
A good chutney though.
Oh,
Woo,
hello.
come on.
A great chutney. You're back in Australia. You got a lot
Is
of
that what
time.
I've come to talk about? I
Yeah,
thought it was
chutney.
cheese.
No, you're back in Australia. You've got a lot of chutney to taste, and a lot of shows to play.
Yes.
I'm going to quickly plug. Next week, you're doing a couple of solo side shows, I believe, Sydney
I am.
and in Melbourne. Mm-hmm. But you actually are here on tour doing a day on the green with the script.
With the script, yeah, I'm back with the script. I was with them in America a few years ago, and I get to come and perform for them down under, which is one of my favourite places to perform in.
And at a winery too.
I mean, as wineries, when I'm trying to do a dry January is becoming a very damp
Oh, you're doing a
January.
dry January?
I'm trying.
You know, that's not happening.
I'm trying. Yeah, I know.
It's not
Sing on a
happening.
winery and not expect me to drink wine. It's
Yeah.
crazy
Have
talk.
you done it? Is a show at a winery something that they only do here in Australia, or are there weird venues like that around the rest of the world that you've played at?
I thought you said weed venues.
No, weed.
I'm not performing at cannabis factories.
No.
No, they do it a lot in South Africa.
Oh, do they?
So I've done it a couple of times in Stellenbosch and Cape
Okay.
Town and places like that, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But you can't beat an Australian wine. I'm telling you
Absolutely,
now. It's
absolutely.
a lovely little red.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, lovely,
Okay.
sexy little red number.
Nice.
Love it.
Okay. Because I was going to say, because I know in LA, there's a venue at the cemetery, the Hollywood
Oh.
Cemetery, and artists play gigs at the cemetery in LA. It's very strange.
It's the most depressing thing I've ever heard.
No, it's quite it's a very weird. It's obviously you're in the middle of West Hollywood and
And dead people.
and then there's a live show. It's such a moment.
What
such a
are
moment.
people? Is there fresh bodies going in the floor while people are doing the gigs?
You just walk through past the tombstones.
Okay.
On the way in.
There's not services happening.
No. It'd be disrespectful.
Wouldn't
It'd be
it?
disrespectful.
Wouldn't it?
I think if I know correctly, is it April this year? You're celebrating the 10 years of that
man.
performance going viral.
Yeah, 10 years. I mean, I'm colouring in the greys in my beard. It's been that long.
Yeah. Sorry, for people who don't know, this is you on Britain's Got Talent doing the version of the song that obviously went on to
change my life.
Yeah.
Dancing on my own.
And that was
by
10
Robin.
years ago.
10 years, yeah, in March it aired. I remember, obviously we knew it was coming, so we filmed in January, and I had to go back to my human resources job after signing an NDA saying that I wouldn't tell anybody.
Okay.
So I had to go and sit in my human resources job for another 2 months.
Wow.
Knowing that this golden buzzer moment was going to happen.
Oh, wow.
So they were taking me into meetings going, you just seem like you've lost a little bit of motivation.
You've lost your passion, Calum. What about HR? Doesn't keep you passionate?
I was just like, oh, well, I'll have a little word with myself.
Were you that person who had to sack people?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
No, I'd cry.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Did know that it was coming.
Ever go back to HR if you had to? Human resource? Never.
I don't think I would.
No,
I don't think I
you have
would.
to.
I think I'd rather be a co-host on a radio station.
Yeah, that's much easier.
I mean, particularly this one. This
No,
would be
yes,
amazing,
is
like,
absolutely,
you know what I mean?
absolutely. Anyway, so not only is it 10 years, I think the video's about to go 400 million views too.
Ridiculous.
Isn't that
Ridiculous.
crazy?
My "You Are the Reason" music video passed 1 billion views.
Yeah.
On YouTube
Okay. Wow.
last year. It's just stupid, man. I mean, I was touring with Ed Sheeran all last year. I sang a song with Christina Perri, which is huge for me because I'm a huge fan of hers.
Yep.
I sang for the King. Like, what is life?
What is the protocol for singing with the king?
Oh my! I got to sing in his back garden
Okay, at the palace.
at Windsor.
At
Windsor
Windsor.
Castle.
Now tell me, because for people who like this, is Windsor Castle is a little bit outside of London, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit outside, and I got to sing for His Majesty.
Yes.
At the coronation.
Okay.
At the coronation party,
Yeah.
Katy Perry was there, Lionel
Yeah.
Richie was there.
That's fantastic.
And then I got to sing as well.
What? But is there rules? Is there like strict?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well, give me some of them.
We went into the castle afterwards, and I got to meet Kate and Wills and a bunch of the royal family.
Yeah.
And I wanted to leave with like a momentum because I got a tour of the White House a couple of years ago, and I took a napkin from the toilets because I had the
seal,
it
the
had
White
the
House seal.
So I was thinking, what can I take? But there was just like, unless I take a sword.
Yeah, or like a suit of
A
armor.
suit of armor,
Yeah.
which is going to be difficult to get out of there. So I couldn't take anything.
No, but tell me, like, before you met you met the king, right?
We met the kid. Oh, I'll tell you one story actually. When we were all in, we thought that there was going to be this dramatic thing because all the lights went out, and I was like, oh, this is how the king arrives,
Yeah.
like under the cover of darkness.
The house lights go down.
It was just
spotlight
there
on.
was just a problem with the electrics.
Oh, okay.
I was like, somebody needs to put some money on the meter because
Yeah, okay.
the
'cause
electric's
it's gone
gone
out. But does someone brief you beforehand? Like, because I heard with the Queen, it was like you don't speak unless she speaks to you.
Yeah.
Like if you when you would bow to
Curtsy
her
or
or curtsy
bow.
or
Yeah,
bow,
yeah.
like you'd have to do it at a certain angle. Like, are those rules still for
Yeah,
the
kind
king?
of. Yeah, you don't touch the royal family.
Do you put your hand out, or only do you put your hand out if they put
If
their
they
hand?
if they approach you, then you do the same thing.
Yeah, but if they
And you speak as Your Majesty or
What?
His Majesty or
Yeah.
you gotta correctly title him.
yeah, does he know who you are, or do
They,
you?
oh, so this is another funny story.
Okay.
So I was doing a performance for the Commonwealth.
Yes.
And we were meeting Queen Camilla.
Yep.
And the Queen had a gentleman with her, and he was telling the Queen who everybody was in line and whatever. When they was arranging us in line, there was a little bit of a franticness, and they went, "Oh, just stand there. She's coming now." So I stood there, and they're meeting everybody, and this guy goes to the Queen. "Oh, so this is John Alabamu. He's one of the drummers for this band." And I was stood there, and I was like, "I'm Calum Scott." And then the Queen laughed, and I laughed, and then I found it really awkward. And then she moved on,
Wait,
and then
you did you correct?
I had to.
Yeah.
I had
And
to.
did the Queen go,
And
I know that's Calum Scott.
Yeah.
I used to watch Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah, of course she
Yeah,
did.
she would have been a big fan.
Of course she did, having her cheese board.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And then what's worse is that when I was then introduced to Prince William,
Yes.
the same thing happened.
They
He
got
said,
the wrong
this
name.
is John. Blah, blah, blah. And I
No.
was like, and he said, "No, that's Calum Scott."
Get out.
He knew who I
That
was.
is great.
He knew who I was.
That is a good story.
That's cool,
That
isn't
is a
it?
very cool story. Now, frontiertouring.com for tickets for the Songbook So Far tour that you're doing.
Yeah.
You're here for like a week and a half,
A
right?
little bit, yeah. It's a long way to come for a couple of days.
That's very true. Do you have anything planned for the downtime?
Well, I know that we've got a couple of days off where we're going to try and do some fun stuff. I've got a couple of friends out here that I want to come and see.
Nice.
I don't know if Delta's back in town, so I'm going to try and see her.
Okay.
Some celebrity friends.
All right, look at you go.
Yeah.
Dropping names.
Might pop and see Chris Hemsworth.
Why not? Up in Byron Bay.
Yeah, I actually met him when we were touring in Asia with Ed Sheeran because he played the drums for Ed.
That's right.
Yeah, undercover, which
Yes,
is very cool.
That's a cool story.
And I met him and he knew who I was, and his brother knew who I was.
Wow, look
So
at you.
cool,
Prince
man.
William knows who you are.
Prince William.
Except the aide for the palace.
Yeah,
Except for the aide at the
aide
palace.
thinks
who-
I'm called John.
Yeah, thinks you're John.
So that's a little bit of a downside.
Well, I know you, Calum. You're always welcome here on the show.
Cheers.
Great to see you. Enjoy the rest of your time here.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much. You look so well, by the way.
No, thank you.
You're glowing.
I'm relaxed.
You're glowing.
She's relaxed.
She's serving.
Yes.
You're listening to the Smallzy Surgery Podcast.
Hear more from Smallzy live weeknights from 8.
Only on Nova.